Stand by.
What sort of tactics will they use? Go straight for the barrels? That's what everyone else has done. They'll go for the spear to put it into that eliminated pit. That'll pick them up 20 odd points. Oh, they're going straight for the bridge! And up and over the ramp. We haven't seen that yet. And that'll get them 20 points immediately. Good start. Multi-ball release, another 10. Now, knocking the spear into a highlighted pit, that'll give you 25 points. Attacking the barrels, normally easy peasy these. What are they doing? Dancing around the barrels. Hit them, get them down. Dead metal closing. Well, that was a strange lack of direction. And I think they're in trouble. There's smoke coming out of S.M.I.D.S.Y. The paint is smeeching and smoking. Now, finally, barrels go down. But that was a muddled sort of phase there. Attacking the barrels again, 10, 15 more points. For S.M.I.D.S.Y, you need to hit the big targets, boys. Around the arena flanks. There you have one. Go on, get in there. Try and get beyond Killalot. Pick up some easy points. Can't. Good defending by Killalot. They're being frustrated here. They keep turning down blind alleys. Take on Matilda to get 50. No! Matilda's tusk's in the way. Time is running out for S.M.I.D.S.Y. Oh, it looked a good run, and in the end was disappointing. Flattered only to deceive. Great start, wasn't it? Up and over the ramp. 20 points. The first robot to succeed in that area. Then the multi-ball release, 10 more. But you see Bash thwarted one attack. Yes, the barrels, but it was all confused after that. And they ran out of velocity and ideas and points too. Disappointing for S.M.I.D.S.Y in the end, wasn't it? Only 70 points to the spawn of Scudder, but look at the quality of robots to come, like Gemini and Firestorm 2. Not over yet.
From Hornchurch, seed number 17, King B3.
And veterans from Series 2 and 3, Simon Harrison at the controls, loves a little bit of DJ mixing. This robot cost £4,000 to make. 99.9% of it, Simon's own money.
3, 2, 1,
Going towards the barrels, traditional start for a Pinball Warrior competitor. 5 points for each of those barrels slammed. Can he get in there on the target guarded by Bash? Yes! 50 points! Well scored by King B3, trying to knock the spear into the illuminated pit. Or is it? No, goes for the multi-ball release. That's 10 points for that. Hopefully one of those little balls will go down into the pits for more points to be scored. Little balls, they're bowling balls. That's how heavy they are. Gives you some sense of the scale. In comes Killalot, has the freedom of the arena. More points scored there for flipping up the car door. Good run this so far, attacking another 50-point target. Guarded so far by Matilda. Spins away, Simon here. Loves his photography. He's an engineer for an electronics company. Gets him with 54 points. This is a very good run by King P3, but they need to get away from Matilda. Get some more on the board. Coming down here to get in beyond dead metal. And that's a super run by King B3. Ran out of time a little bit at the end. Highly creditable, started off with a 5 points for each of the barrel, and then 50 points there, the side target, the multi-ball release, the car door, back again for a side target, 50 points in behind Matilda. Well done, boys. Won't win it for them, but King B3 just 20 points behind Spawn of Scudder, and only 7 robots to come.
Number 3, Razor.
Won virtually everything there is to be won in Robot Wars except the title. Grand champions, world and international title holders. Razor, electrically powered, 9 tons of hydraulic piercer. Won't come into play here because it's points on the board that matter. Attacking the barrels straight away. 5 points for each of those barrels sent scuttling, so 20 points easily picked up. Comes head-to-head with dead metal. Trying to get in behind. Matilda here to score 50 points if they can hit that target. Side on, they just about got there. Razor, the target is lit up. Now, where do they go? Towards the car door there, bottom left of your picture, to pick up more points. Tentatively towards the car door. Open that door. More points on the board here. Yep. That's another 25 points scored for Razor. The door swings idly as they try and take on Killalot and get to the big 75. Time is ticking down for Razor. Killalot just nudges them away. Get some sense there of the size of Killalot. Enormous. And I think they're sacrificing points here for an attack on Killalot. They are. They're going for the hydraulic cable on Killalot. Trying to pluck away the cable, but they've ruined their efforts in the Pinball Warrior Challenge. Time has run out on them. They went for an attack and not for points. And why not? The crowd are there to be entertained. And they were with a steady start, 5 points for each of those barrels down. But I wonder if it was just about now, when they were too slow getting the 50, that they realised S.M.I.D.S.Y's scoreline was too far ahead of themselves. They couldn't get there. We'll just add a couple here, 25 points for the car doors, but then we attack the house robots and kill a lot, the biggest of them all. That's what I think they did. That's why the score of Razor, only 95 points. S.M.I.D.S.Y still 20 points ahead at the top. But look at the robots to come, including Diotoir, Firestorm, Kilohertz as well. Skills, control, speed. Points around the arena floor.
2, 1, activate.
Get the barrels down, 5 points for each barrel. Knocked over. In your own time, boys. Don't worry about it. 5 points for each of the barrels knocked over. That's about 15 points then. And this is a speedy turn. Hello, I'm turning. I'm turning any day now. I'm turning. Oh, that's aiming at the 50 points though. Across goes Bash to cover. 50 points scored. Steady progress. The word steady being emphasised. A grisly-looking machine. You can't get another 50, by the way, by hitting that target again. Ooh, that's a speedy, nifty turn, yes? Building up a real head of steam now. And there's points for the multi-ball option. Release those balls, 10 points for that. Each ball into the pit, another 5 points. Now, which way are we going, dear? Okay, steady as she goes. I'm coming towards the ramp now, house robots. Well, I plan to. Spectacular, spectacular. Magnificent. Well, let's have a look at it again. They eventually got to the barrels. Yeah, that 15 points scored there. That's a good 50. Credit where it's due. And the multi-ball release. And there we have it. Only 75 points scored. Gives you a sense of what S.M.I.D.S.Y achieved. 245 and 5 strong robots.
2, 1, activate.
So they'll go straight to the barrels. 5 points for each of the barrel knocked over. But this is not just a test of driving control, it's speed as well. That's 50 points as they got in behind Bash. Hit the arena target. Just nudging the big sphere out of the way, but that metal comes in now, and that will impede progress. There's the multi-ball release. You release those balls, 10 points. You've got to release them first, though. Diotoir, well, they finally released them. I wonder if they've tagged themselves onto the multi-ball. No, they're okay. They're away, but this isn't a very quick run, lads. Points a bit hard to come by. 75 there. Another target now. If they can open the car doors, they'll get another 25 points, and they do so. So it's steady. The bell rings. That's a bowling ball, by the way, from the multi-ball release. On top of Diotoir. We're used to seeing the fur on fire by now. That won't bother them. I don't think this run will bother S.M.I.D.S.Y at the top of the leaderboard. Appreciated by the crowd at the arena, but no, it wasn't good enough. They're delighted with it. Steady, but not spectacular. Okay, that was the start. Most robots go for the barrels, easy points, and 50 there. Then the multi-ball release, but finally, too slow to get the points on the board there. The big 75, and then the car door. But that was it. 180 points, though, look, which shows you the wonderful achievement of S.M.I.D.S.Y knocking up 245. 4 robots still to come in the Pinball Warrior.
Attendance on scene. Seed number 8, Gemini.
Don't forget, this is a cluster bot. They can break apart, dash around the arena in different directions.
Robotiers, stand by.
Will they take on the barrels?
2,
5 points for each knocked over.
activate.
That's normally the first tactic. There we see them splitting. Well, they go for both sets of barrels. Gemini in the pitch. Dark horses to win the Pinball Warrior Challenge. And immediately you're taking on one of the arena side targets and the multi-ball release option as well. That's 10 more points. This is a great run by Gemini. Perhaps built for the Pinball Warrior tournament, but once one half of Gemini is immobilised, that's it. That's the end of the run. Gemini Gemini taking on the car door release. That's 25 points. This is a wonderful run by Gemini. If that huge silver sphere goes into the highlighted pit, it's another 25. Up and over the bridge will give you 20 points. And a completed run. That's a rarity. In the Pinball Warrior Challenge, this is a magnificent run by Gemini. Where can they go next? Any of those balls from the multi-ball option into a pit, it's 5 points. Will they go for the other barrels, or are they leaving them for last? The Gemini boys, this is a terrific run. Time is just running away from them now. Do they get points there for the arena side target? They did. This is a magnificent run. The car door option swung again. That was Gemini. Points tallied everywhere. Well, a great run right from the start. That cluster of barrels knocked over. Very strange they didn't go for the other barrels. The sidewall target struck, then the multi-ball release, then the car door. Action everywhere on the arena floor. Up over the bridge. This was tremendous driving skill. Dodging the house robots, 50 more points. They'll go close. Very close. They're on top, Gemini! The long-time leaders, Spawn of Scott, have beaten Gemini 255 points, and the remaining 3 robots are going to have to go some to beat that.